Today I'm going to show you how to make a matcha red bean crepe cake. Let's get started. These are the ingredients. First, combine the matcha powder and oil. Stir until it's all well incorporated. Pour half of the milk into a bowl and add in the sugar. Heat this in the microwave for about a minute so that it will be easier for the sugar to dissolve and incorporate with the milk. Give it a good whisk, then pour in the matcha and oil mixture. Now add the rest of the milk. Sift in the flour. Don't worry about the lumps in there. Now add the beaten eggs and salt. Keep stirring until everything is well incorporated. Pour the mixture through a strainer into a clean bowl. Strain the mixture 2 to 3 times to make sure there are no lumps in the batter. After straining this twice, the batter is now extremely smooth. Cover it with a plastic wrap and refrigerate it for an hour. This way the batter will get even smoother and stable when we cook it. You can skip this step if you think it is not necessary. The starch will settle to the bottom of the bowl after refrigeration, so give it a quick stir. Heat the non-stick pan on low heat. Scoop a good amount of batter into the pan, enough to cover the entire pan. Turn the pan around to spread the batter evenly on the surface. Then pour the excess batter back into the bowl. This is the reason why we need to heat the pan initially. If the pan is not warm, the batter won't cling to it when we move it around. Cook this on low heat. Scrape away the extra part on the edge. When it starts to form bubbles, that means it's done. It will take about 2 to 3 minutes. This crepe is extremely thin, so you don't need to flip it over to cook the other side. Flip the pan over to remove the crepe. If your crepe doesn't drop off from the pan, try tapping the pan on the rack. Leave this on the cooling rack to cool. You don't necessarily need to buy a crepe pan for this. You can use any flat non-stick frying pan. Just make sure the pan is flat. What I mean by that is sometimes a pan has a very slight curve in the middle. I used my regular pan in the past to make crepe, and after I scooped the batter on it, only then I realized it's not flat. The batter all slides to the edge of the pan and it doesn't work. Unless I add more batter to it, which will end up with a thicker crepe. So test your pan before you start making this. Cover the crepes lightly with a plastic wrap while cooling so it won't get dry. I made 12 sheets of crepe with this recipe and my pan is 10 inches. Let's make the whipped cream frosting. Combine the heavy cream and powdered sugar in a mixing bowl and whip on high speed until it thickens. This is good. I have some red bean paste here that I made previously. I'll provide the link to that video in the description below. Scoop a little bit of the whipped cream into it to soften it so it will be easier to spread on the crepe. Spread a thin and even layer of whipped cream on the crepe. Don't spread it all the way to the edge, otherwise the cream will ooze out when you fold it. Now fold it in half. Do the same with the red bean paste. If you are making the traditional crepe cake, you will want to cut all of them to an even round shape. But since I'm making this like a flower, the raw edges will give it a more natural look. I fill half of the batch with whipped cream and half with the red bean paste. You can cut down on ones with the red bean if you prefer more cream filling. To start making a flower, we'll start with 3 sheets of crepe. Apply a thin layer of cream, then start rolling. When you are about to get to the end of one crepe, insert the next one and keep rolling. I'm rolling one with whipped cream, then one with red bean. After rolling 3 sheets, we can grab this and stand it up. Now we will continue to wrap the remaining crepes onto it one by one. When done, wrap a plastic sheet or parchment paper around it and secure it with a piece of sticky tape. This is to secure the shape while it's set in place. Slightly open up the petals. Put these in the fridge for a few hours to set. Now we can remove the plastic sheet carefully. For the finishing touch, sprinkle some powdered sugar on top and add some red beans on there. I saved these red beans when I made the red bean paste. If you are planning to do the same, make sure to reserve some red beans before you blend them when you make the red bean paste. And this is now completed. Thanks for watching.